Hello all, welcome back to our YouTube channel, and today we are going to see another function, that is select expression. Basically select and select expression are same, but when you know SQL very well and that all the SQL syntax you want to execute in the PySpark, then at that time we can use the select expression. So by using select expression we can select the column, number of required column, first thing. Then we can do the rename of the column like we do in the SQL. As it is, we can do same syntax. Also we can do the transformation on the column. So firstly we will select the required column using the select expression. So syntax is very easy, df. So already I created the one data frames. Firstly I just imported all the function. This is standard syntax to import all the function. I also imported all the types. Then this is our one variable that contain the our data. So data must be in square bracket and each row must be in the round bracket, right? And then we are the columns header. So this is the first header, name, department, id, and this is the standard syntax to create a data frame. And after we run this one, we are getting the, this is the data frame. Basically it's like table structure, and here we have the four columns and three rows, right? So now what we want, we just want to select two columns, that is id and name. So we use the select expression dot, okay, select expression. Let me, so now if I use id comma we want name, let's run it. Don't know what so now if I run it, let's see the, okay, we will split the double quote. I will add, so here we must have column in double quote. Now if I run once again, now if you see, so we have id and name. So we selected only two columns using select expression. Now what we want to rename the column id as employee id and name as a employee name, but in SQL way, right? Now I will show you how we can do df dot select, sorry, df dot select. So this is the function, and here as it is in SQL we use id as employee id. So this is the SQL syntax and it will convert into the Python, right, using select expression. Now name as a employee name. So if I remove this one, and if I, now if you see, we want to rename id as employee id and name as a employee name, right? And if I run this code, we are able to do the rename of the column using select expression. If you see, employee id, employee name, so we just use the select expression, and this is the SQL syntax, right? So if you know SQL very well, then at that time you can use the select expression, right? And like you can use the select also. Now we want to do the transformation. Suppose now we want to increase the salary by 10%, right? Now df dot select expression, firstly we want id comma name and salary. Let me, so whatever the expression, all must be in the, suppose must be in the double quote or single quote at the salary. Let's see, dot show. So if you see, this all in the single quote only, right? So we are multiply salary with the 2%, but it's still showing by the 2. Let me, okay, as it, we can keep as it is, no issue. Now let's run the code. Okay, I think I cancelled. Let me run once again. So we want ID, name, and X salary into the tuple. We want salary must be in the 2 times. If you have the 100, it will show in 200, right? And if I scroll down, this is our data frame. Firstly, we selected 2 columns, ID and name. Then we rename the 2 columns, ID as employee ID, name as a employee name. And if I go to the bottom, and if you see, and we have done the multiply salary with the 2 times. So previously we have the salary is 1000, now it's showing 2000. Previously we have the salary is like 2000, now it's showing 4000. Previously salary we have the 1500, now it's showing 3000. So if you know the same, like again, like if someone asks like what is the difference between select and select expression, you can see that if you know SQL very well and that SQL query you want to use in Python as it is, and then convert into Python, sorry, PySpark, then we use the select expression. So select expression, again we use the select the number of column, rename of the column, and do some transformation. So that's all about the today's video. If you have any question, doubt, please write down in comment, and please subscribe the channel. Thank you.